The Honda Super Cub has always been more than just a motorcycle. It's an icon, a symbol of reliability, simplicity, and charm that has shaped the two-wheeler world for over 6 decades. Today, we're diving deep into the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125, a machine that keeps the heritage alive while seamlessly blending in modern features and technology. This review is going to take you through every angle, every detail, and give you an in-depth understanding of what makes this latest generation Cub a timeless treasure. Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, where we bring you the most detailed reviews of bikes from around the world. Let's get started. First impressions of the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125 instantly transport you into a space where nostalgia meets innovation. Honda hasn't tried to reinvent the wheel here. Instead, they've polished it. The Cub retains its distinctive silhouette, the step-through frame, the leg shield, the upright seat, and that instantly recognizable retro charm. Yet when you look closely, it feels fresher, sharper, and more refined than ever before. From the front, the Super Cub C125 continues to carry its signature rounded headlamp, but in this 2026 model, it's a full LED unit with even more defined illumination. The light now has a crisper white tone, offering a premium feel while still paying homage to the Cub's traditional round design. Surrounding the headlamp are sleek indicators, also LED, subtly tucked in but bright enough for visibility in day and night riding. The front fender is smooth and elegantly contoured, hugging the 17-inch wheel with that classic pressed steel mudguard look. What really makes the front profile striking is the blend of tradition and technology. It looks retro at first glance but very modern once you notice the detailing. Shifting to the side view, this is where the Cub really tells its story. The signature step-through frame remains, making it practical and approachable for riders of all sizes. The body panels flow smoothly, painted in that glossy finish Honda is famous for, with options that include pearl nebula red, matte axis gray metallic, and a limited edition retro-inspired blue and white two-tone. The chrome exhaust shield gleams proudly, the wire-spoked wheels emphasize its classic roots, and the subtle Honda wing logo adds a touch of elegance. The long, padded seat has been slightly reworked for 2026. It's more supportive, ensuring comfort whether you're commuting or taking a leisurely ride through town. The seat height remains a friendly 30.7 inches, which makes it approachable for newer riders while still practical for experienced ones. Looking at the bike from the back, the Cub's personality shines once again. The tail section is compact, with a small but effective LED taillight that keeps the design neat. Indicators remain positioned on stalks that balance out visibility and aesthetics. The chrome grab rail is a nod to the heritage models, giving passengers something sturdy to hold onto and adding to the practicality of the machine. The rear mudguard is pressed steel, extending slightly to keep the Cub's tiny lines intact while maintaining functionality. When you see the Super Cub from behind, it looks unmistakably classic, but the finish and refinement scream 2026. Now let's talk about the heart of the Cub, the engine. The 2026 Honda Super Cub C125 is powered by a 124cc air-cooled, single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine. On paper, the numbers don't seem outrageous, but the charm of the Cub has never been about outright power. It's about smooth, usable performance, reliability, and fuel efficiency. The latest version produces around 9.6 horsepower at 7,500 revolutions per minute and 10.4 Nm of torque at 6,250 revolutions per minute. This may sound modest, but remember, the Cub is light, nimble, and built for easy maneuvering. Honda has worked on refining the fuel injection system to provide cleaner emissions and even smoother throttle response. Start the bike, and it purrs quietly with that familiar thump, never loud or aggressive, always polite and composed. One key feature is the 4-speed semi-automatic gearbox. This has been a hallmark of the Super Cub, and in 2026 it remains as simple and practical as ever. There's no clutch lever, just a heel and toe shifter that makes riding intuitive. This means new riders don't have to worry about mastering clutch control, while seasoned riders will appreciate the ease of city riding without constant clutch work. The gearing is well spaced, giving you enough torque at low speeds for stop-and-go traffic, while still letting you cruise comfortably at around 55–60 miles per hour. Performance-wise, the Cub is never going to be about speed records, but it surprises with how effortless it feels. Around town, it's light and nimble, weaving through traffic with absolute ease. The low weight of just about 240 pounds makes it easy to push around or park, and it's incredibly stable at urban speeds. On open roads, the Cub cruises comfortably, with minimal vibrations and a very refined character for such a small engine. Honda has tuned the suspension at telescopic forks up front and twin shocks at the rear to absorb bumps effectively. While it's not designed for aggressive cornering, it's surprisingly stable in curves, delivering confidence and predictability. Braking is handled by a front disc with ABS and a rear drum, which may sound old school, but for the Cub's weight and power, it works perfectly. Stopping distances are short, and the ABS adds reassurance in slippery conditions. The ergonomics are upright and comfortable, with wide handlebars that give good leverage and mirrors that provide clear rear visibility. Whether you're a daily commuter or a weekend rider, the Cub feels effortless. Another strong suit of the Super Cub is efficiency. The 2026 model continues to deliver excellent mileage, with real-world figures easily exceeding 150 miles per gallon. Combined with a 1-gallon fuel tank, you're looking at a practical range of around 150 miles between refuels. This makes it not only affordable to buy but incredibly affordable to run. Maintenance is simple, thanks to Honda's bulletproof engineering and the fact that spare parts for the Cub are available almost everywhere in the world. The pricing of the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125 positions it as a premium small displacement motorcycle, but it remains accessible. In the United States, the MSRP hovers around $3,899. In Europe, it sits just under €4,000, and in Asian markets, it's priced competitively to balance between modern scooters and entry-level motorcycles. While there are cheaper options for basic commuting, the Cub offers heritage, style, and quality that justify its price. Buyers aren't just paying for transportation, they're paying for a piece of history, a machine that's as much about character as it is about function. After spending time with the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125, it becomes clear that Honda hasn't lost touch with what makes this machine special. It's not about overwhelming performance or futuristic styling. It's about timeless design, everyday usability, unmatched reliability, and that special character that makes you smile every time you ride. It feels approachable for beginners, stylish enough to turn heads, and practical for daily life. It's one of those rare bikes that appeals equally to young riders looking for simplicity and older riders who want a piece of nostalgia with modern reliability. In conclusion, the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125 is more than just a motorcycle review. It's a celebration of continuity. It proves that sometimes the best way forward is to stay true to your roots while carefully refining the details. For riders who want charm, efficiency, and everyday practicality wrapped in a design that carries over 60 years of history, the Super Cub is still unmatched. Thank you for watching this detailed review on Global Bike Buzz. If you enjoyed diving into the world of the 2026 Honda Super Cub C125,